Hey, Huntington disease Todd here. Hey, you know what? I was hearing people ask about, when going into nursing homes and how long, or how to get help with that and sort of thing. So it started making me think. And remember, back when my mother was at her declining years, she actually fell and broke her hip. After she broke her hip, though, she lived quite a bit of time after that. Unfortunately, she couldn't get out of the bed and she couldn't do a lot of stuff. So video today is going to be about, maybe you can get hospice further in advance than you think. Stick around till the end of the video too, because I'm going to show a cool video of a bed that I found that I think is incredible for, keeping somebody at home as long as you can. So this video today is about, hospice care instead of the nursing home. Also about this bed that I think is really cool. The bed that I'm going to show you at the end, I put a link to it in my comments on the community section of the of my YouTube channel. I might share them too as a comment in this thing in the video that I'm doing. Okay, so back when my mom broke her hip, we got her home. My dad was able to stay with her and take care of her full time. He was there all the time with her. But instead of going to the nursing home, my niece found out that we could get hospice. She got hospice to our house. We got hospice 18 months in advance. My mother lived a long time after we called hospice. So sometimes we think hospice is just for an end of life type thing, and it's not. Now I'm talking about in the United States. It happened in Florida specifically, but I know that hospice, and when you're on hospice, they'll help manage your medications. They'll take care of all that. They'll do monthly, medical visit evaluations at the, back at the office to evaluate. As long as you're in declining health, you can get on to hospice. And Huntington's disease, as we all know, once you are declining, you're most likely not going to get better. So I can't say this works for all diseases, but I know it works for Huntington's. So gosh, my dad had hospice all the way until she passed away. They stayed with her for 18 months. They came twice a week or whatever it was. You could get them to help bathe. You could get them to help, change them and do that on the days that they came. Now, during the time that they're not there, you have to be able to take care of your loved one as well. But in those cases, sometimes you can find a person that you might hire to help you with that. But while my mother got her care all the way up until she passed away, they were doing baths, as many as, I think it was 1 or 2 a week. And they were changing her and looking at her, situation, checking for body sores, those kinds of things. My dad was able to, as I say, take care of her pretty much too. So this doesn't work for everybody, but for people that have the ability to still take care of your loved one and you just need a little boost, they boosted a lot. So hospice will come in early. You can get them to help with and then Medicare pays for it. And they'll also help you get supplies. I mean, they will take care of, if you need diaper, depend type things, if you need thickening stuff for your water, your fluid, they take care of all of the medications. They get them delivered right to the house. They'll send stuff overnight in packages. It's pretty impressive how much they did and how easy it was for us. Also, you've got a constant 911 number right there. You have hospice on call. My mother was actually, she might have been on hospice when she broke her hip. You know what? She was. She got on hospice before she broke her hip. My niece got her involved. So when she fell and broke her hip, we called hospice right away because we didn't know what to do. We weren't used to calling 911. So hospice took care of that. So before you go off and think about, maybe the only way for your loved one to get care is to go to a nursing home. Again, it takes a lot of effort on your part and you have to be able to help yourself, but hospice could be a big filler for longer, way longer than you think. The only requirement is, and again, I think I said this, but they have to be in declining health. They do a monthly evaluation with doctors or maybe every 6 months. My mother, obviously, my mother lived a long time, but she slowly and gradually got worse, got lighter, she lost weight, those kinds of things. My mother lived a pretty decent life all the way up until the end. So in that case, some people aren't going to qualify for this, but I'm just telling you. So I'm going to take it just 1 second now. It's going to be a little bit of a hokey thing. I want to show you this video of this bed, and I also put this in the links. Look at that bed. I mean, you're talking about a very cool thing. Now, I don't, that looks like they're Oriental people, so I'm not saying, I think it's in America. There were some comments on this that you can get yourself, your spouse, your loved one right in and out of bed. Now, sometimes, if you're going to spend money on nursing care anyway, this may not be out of the question for you to get, right? And so I did do a thing where, I'm trying to turn that off. I did a thing where I saved that comment, that video in my comment section on my YouTube page. I will also save it as a comment on this video. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. Sometimes we think that we got to go into a nursing home, and maybe we can help not if we're capable of taking care of our folks ourselves. Okay, so that's today's video. Huntington's disease, Todd. Of course, subscribe to the page. I hope to keep putting as much good information as I can. I thought that bed was really cool, and also I think I saw that bed on a couple of other Facebook groups. And I'll try to share more about that. But for today, that's today's video. Huntington's disease, Todd. Have a good day.